screens, it's a plot to drop the IQ. Fighting amongst each other over rumors that don't like you. Prefer us trapped in melancholy with the wood ones of holly. Suggestions that obliterate to camouflage the folly. Attempted mental robbery, executed softly. The poppers see this mockery and walk the talk with me. Put the hands up to touch the Akasha, cause you know deep down there's something bigger than your wallet.
Sweet eternal balance of all that is good, true, and beautiful, friends. What an absolute honor it is to host tonight one of the longest standing speakers of truth to power, one of the brightest and boldest lights in the conspiracy world, one of the most insightful and the most original of the code crackers in the world of false flags, and one of the heftiest weights added to the scales of good in this world. He's an author, a presenter, a genius, the guide to those finding the hidden truths behind the veils, and the creator of Light on Conspiracies. He's cracked every false flag we know of and predicts so many on the way. I am pleased as punch to welcome you, Ole Dammegard. Welcome to Middle Path, and how are you doing tonight?
Thank you so much, Lindsay. I'm sitting here. It was quite an introduction, I must say. I hope I can live up to that one.
Oh, you
I did not script it myself.
You've already lived up to it. That's what fed me the content to write it for you, because you've already done all those things. But I am glad that you enjoy it. And I do always start with a pointless question of the episode, Ole, and I was going to ask you if you were going to be an item or an object that had, is inanimate, what object or item would you be and why?
I'm already a verb. My last name has become a verb. Hashtag Dammegarding is to find the hidden clues about upcoming attacks that is hidden on purpose in the forensic evidence. So hashtag Dammegard or hashtag Dammegarding is exactly that. If I understand, so from a verb, I'm a noun and a verb, and now you want to be an object.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yep.
An object.
I love that you're a verb, though. I feel like you've really achieved something by becoming a verb. I
feel honored to have become a verb. So an object would be like a wand that could lift the sorrow from people's hearts.
I love that answer. That is beautiful.
That is something I feel so powerless sometimes when people are in deep misery, and sometimes I manage to reach them, and sometimes I don't. And the times I don't, especially when it's somebody close to me, it's really hard. I find it really hard to see somebody I love suffering. So yeah, that would be it.
That's beautiful. Yes, and if you could do that, how much of the world would be changed in an instant? That would be...
There you go. I would just swoosh my wand all over the place.
Yes. Well, we'd like to start Middle Path with a prayer or a spiritual practice. And I know that you have a prayer that you like to share with us tonight. So I would love for you to share that with us now if you would like to do that.
Okay, I'm not a religious person because I feel religion is very often used to control people. I'm not talking about spirituality, and I'm not talking about religious people. I'm talking about the religion as such. So, but I had this prayer that I live by. It was given to me by my Raj Yoga teacher, Nelani Chalaram. And it goes like this. I end every single... Can I have two?
Yes, please.
Okay, because I have one prayer before every single interview I do, or presentation, or whatever it is. And then I have one that I end every interview or presentation, whatever I do. So the first one, before I get on set or whatever, is I ask a bearded guy called Gurudev, or Swami Satchidananda, who's no longer with us, at least in his bodysuit. But anyway, he was a really cool dude, I tell you. I ask him, I say, please, Gurudev, all the saints and sages, all my ancestors, all the angels, please assist me in getting my ego out of the way and let me say all the things that I needed at this point to whoever is listening to lift the world to the next level of compassion, understanding, forgiveness, happiness, and transparency. And let this, I also say, let this be the last interview or presentation, whatever it is, that makes the tipping point, so that from now on, it will be the very last step into transcending into this beautiful, beautiful future that is awaiting us on the other side of this madness if we handle the situation in the right way. So that was the one I did it just before I went on your show as well. Sometimes I forget, not often, but when I forget, I mess things up. It's not as good as normal. And I also think this is why people say there's something in your voice. No, it's not at all. It's because it comes from my heart. It comes through my heart. My ego hopefully is out of the way so that it comes as clean as possible through whatever source. And then what it does, it resonates with other people's hearts. And they feel, oh my God, there's something in his voice. No, 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 it's not me. It's just the resonance that comes through. That is how I interpret it. So anyway, the one I always end with is,
do you want to
save
it for the end? You can do either.
I'll do it now, and I'll save it to the end as well.
Okay, cool.
Okay, because this is, I really, really, truly feel strongly about this one. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. That is the entire, every single square centimeter, inch, whatever you want to call it, be filled with peace and joy, love and light. May everyone, and especially the ones who hurt us, be filled with peace and joy, love and light. May the light of truth overcome all darkness. So victory to that light. Because Lindsay, I tell you this one, the worst assholes in our lives are the best teachers. The more horrible they are, the more we had to learn from them. And in this fantastic situation with super psychopaths like Kill Bill and these guys, I mean, it's through them that the two of us meet. It is through them that we are pushed into a corner where we have to face ourselves and just see ourselves in the mirror saying, who are you? Who am I? You know, which side am I choosing? Do I want to be a torturer or do I want to be a freedom fighter? Do I want to be a saint or a serial killer in the shape of a doctor? Do you know, who am I? And we're pushed. You can't get out of it anymore. Just a few years ago, you could sort of like duck and dive. Thanks to these super psychos, we are now in the corner with a mirror like that. Who are you? And what are you doing with your life? What are you doing here on earth, this matrix, round or flat, whatever it is? How are you using your time? And is it the right thing for you?
I love that question, and I want to get into that more in a second. But before that, I do want to end our talk on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. But if you would like to continue joining us live, you can head over to Rockfin. The link is directly below you, wherever you are watching. So come on over to Rockfin. It's free. It's just a place where we can talk freely about anything we want. And we are going to talk about everything we want. So goodbye, YouTube.